Why, hello everybody, and today is Friday, May 17th, and we are just on the Grand River outside of Grand Rapids, Michigan's Riverside Park. I just finished it was about a 6 or 7 mile portage with the boat to get here, so we're going to be paddling upriver towards Riverside Park's other end. I don't know how far we'll make it, but Food Truck Friday is back, and yep. Listening to Community, the first episode of season 4, where Betty White's crazy. She's amazing in it, actually. Anthropology 101, I think. Great episode. Just need the littlest thing to help make time go by when you're kayaking alone. Nobody but a camera to talk to. I missed it earlier. I had the camera off. I didn't realize that I passed 3 canoes that were going downriver. I don't know if I caught it on camera or not, too, but some guy was trying to tell me something from the shore, and I could not understand what he was saying. He was shouting, so it wasn't legible or audible. Whatever the word is. The word's there. I'm the one in the sun. You go dictionary search. Helicopter north of us here. We're going to cross over to the other side of the river anyways to get away from this noise. And because the bend is over that way, so the flow is going to be on the outside edge through this upper boat launch. Betting this is one of the Eurocopters from U of M, maybe? Yeah, it sounds like a Eurocopter. I don't know. The way they're cutting back and forth, that is not U of M. That could be the Bell or the other Eurocopter that I don't know who it belongs to. State Police's Bell has been out a lot lately. That sounded like a Eurocopter, but I think the numbered tail one that is just labeled, when they just have numbers, they're not civilian aircraft. I think that one was a Eurocopter. Ooh, I need shade for a minute. I might have to go for the other side of the river anyways and fight the current. What time is it? 2:30. Sometimes I surprise myself under pressure. So, pocket for a little spare change. Totally. Hey, it's still going. Good. Don't want to miss any fun. Oh, I really should have skirted the outside edge and stayed in the shade. Oh, gotta remember, I put on SPF 60 for a reason. It's actually not that much cooler in the shade. I mean, a bit. It's actually super nice when the wind kicks just a little bit. Could ever do. Yeah, bless the rains down in Africa. Sorry, community. Go watch the episode, you'll get it. It's diegetic, just ignore it. Wildfire smoke. Well, let's get into some shade. I don't know what I want to do. I really kind of want to press on. It's only 2:40. Food Truck Friday does not start till 5. I bet we could make the baseball stadium and make it back in time for Food Truck Friday. Hide in the shade a little and film a little. And then eventually head back home. Possibly. Well, no, I'm not gonna make it till the sun goes down. Might be able to do a sunset video. We'll see where we're at. The walk home, I don't get a good view of the sunset. Just passing under the the northmost east-west freeway. I am too sun-cooked to remember the name of it. If editing me is also not sun-cooked, then perhaps it will appear. Yeah, the river's running really kind of slow today. Be a good day for road commission to come pop these strainers off the bridges, keep them from collecting more and more debris. I don't think I can tow that kind of weight with my kayak. I'm gonna have to leave that one for somebody with a boat. Yeah, look, there's a lot of pressure on it even with a little bit lower water and not a lot of flow. But it's still flowing pretty nice. The Grand River is large, so when it looks really calm, the flow rates are still pretty high. It's nice. We have a USGS sensors nearby, so I can pretty easily get a picture of what might be going on in the river before I leave the house, which makes me more confident to leave the house and do all the work to get down and put the boat in the water. And then the weather today, I don't know how Toronto's getting rained on today. It's beautiful here. Maybe it's the stuff that passed us a while ago heading their way. The wind's not blowing the direction I think it is. Now I'm rambling about the weather. Is that preferable to just silence? I'm not sure. We'll get a lot of comments below, so share your views on the weather and government river sensors if you wish. Just about anything but politics and war. We're all against war, I would hope. Ish. Hopefully that's I'm going to say that's a non-arguable, because this is my channel. But at any rate, it is clearly an arguable thing, but we're not going to argue about that because this channel's here to relax. It's also not that good quality of footage to just stand on its own, I don't think. I do have to talk along to it. Both for the people who are at the channel, not because of the content, but because it's me. But also for the people who, need something more than just a video. They're maybe just listening to the audio like I do a lot. Do that a lot with live streams, I hate to admit. Some of them I'll interact with more, but I do like something in the background going kind of thing. And not having a streaming service, YouTube's the way to go. There's a river goes up in there, but it's all log jammed. A couple of them come and intersect this, but they don't get very far. Can't think of the name of it. Plaster Creek's the one that's south. And then there's two creeks up here too, but yeah, again, making work for editing me, I guess. That's usually how it goes. If I just live streamed, I wouldn't have to edit it at all. was helping a friend move the other day, and a friend of his who was helping out mentioned that I should think about picking up editing work, and I think I'm finally at a spot I'm comfortable enough to pick up some editing work. Of course, now the disclaimer there is that the high-speed internet access here is not great, and the great options are not affordable. So if you are interested in editing work and you are either a courier or shipping hard drives back and forth distance away from me, that's something I would talk to someone about if you had work. Now, I am just using some pretty bone stock stuff. I'm still using a free editor, so most of the editing I could do would be doing overlays and graphics, pretty simple transitions, and of course just the nitpicky cutting up of stuff. I had to do an interview the other day for my own channel, and that felt like editing work, having to take an interview and remove, ooh, that shade is lovely, having to take an interview and remove all the vocal pauses and ums. That took, I think, a good 4 hours to kind of cook down, and I didn't even take every one out. I kind of wanted it a little more natural. The guy's nice. I could tell. I didn't give him any kind of interview prep to, be like, hey, you should have something written. He clearly had something already in his mind that he's told other people before, but just for clarity's sake, I cut him up a lot. And again, that was just vocal pauses I removed. That's the kind of thing I'm used to, not editorializing. I can leave editorialized cuts to whoever I ship the hard drive back to, edited. But you can get housework sort of editing done. Just not sure whether that's worth it to somebody. To pay somebody a decent amount of money and pay to ship a hard drive back and forth? I don't know. Shipping's expensive right now. And that's the only kind of off-site editing I know of is, I do not. I have 333 gigabytes a month for my internet-ish. Yeah. Trying to keep my paddle out of the shot too, but it's, I don't have a monitor, so I need a couple GoPros is what I need. I definitely need a deck-faced, but then I'm not gonna spend in my other camera that does not take very good, but it's also waterproof. It's currently doing lav audio, or at least in theory. The audio on this whole thing might be horrible, though. And I'm honestly going to have to think about possibly just deleting it. But I'll probably just post it anyways. Does that bother you guys that I post stuff that I think I might as well just delete? Let me know about it down in the comments. I don't... That's hard to judge. I've had other people tell me that that's stupid to delete anything that's half decent. Like if it was 40 minutes of blank footage, yeah. Wow, the plastic on this kayak's getting warm in the sun. See, I need more feedback from you guys, because I ain't getting any money from YouTube, and that would be motivation to do these, but without monetization and without motivation, there really isn't much that drives me forward to do these videos. And if they're honestly just unwatchable, please say something. Actually, give me a thumbs up and then tell me they're unwatchable, please, because I really don't like that thumbs down button. I don't know why. It's such a cop-out. I feel like when you hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, you should have to comment. Maybe. I definitely don't like the thumbs down with no comment because it doesn't tell me much. Other than people are interacting with it. And they've decided to hit the negative button rather than the positive one. The red-winged blackbirds are really angry right now. They're nesting. So they're quite chirpy and divey. And that's two right there fighting or playing. I think those are red-winged blackbirds. They're awful tiny. I've got sunglasses on, so it's harder to make colors out on the birds. I don't know if those are red-winged blackbirds, but the ones back there that were honking at me and I was whistle chirping back at them. No, those aren't red. No, those are tiny. Those are little finches or something. Chickadees? The chickadees change color in summer? Well, some of the Ontario variation and Alaskan birds change color, but yeah. And we're coming up on the old rowing boathouse for Grand Rapids Rowing, I think. They have a nice forecast. Well, they had previously. I don't know if they still do, but they have a nice forecast page on their rowing homepage for this section of the river with water temps if they're available. Well, I guess I didn't do a weather report. It is. It's off the top of my head, and then I'll verify it later, of course, against a real weather report. .72 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I think winds are still under 8 mile an hour, probably 3 to 5. And it's, I think it's like 20% humidity though, which is nice, super nice. Oh, they need to do some maintenance on this building if they're gonna leave it sitting up. The plants are starting to get to it. It's funny, they just leave a structure like that so close to a river that floods. We might stop up here at the new Grand Rapids Rowing Dock to put fresh sunscreen on my face. A cool looking tree right here. Gnarly. Bet you most of that growing is vine that's come up it. and other plants growing out of it. Looks like the underlying tree might be... No, it's not dead. What is that, an oak? A little tiny blade. That's not an oak. Those are not oak leaves, duh. Little blade-shaped leaves. Hard to tell. And we also might stop at the baseball stadium. All depending. I'm going to come along where the rivers runs a little faster, get these rowers a little space. Howdy. I know, I'm awful happy when that sun goes behind the clouds, though. Oh, I'm burning out of steam. It's only 2:40. Yeah. I might get tired of being out in the sun before Food Truck Friday time arrives. If I turn around now, it's only 30 minutes back. It's about 45 up. 35, half an hour. And the real funny thing is, that means I'd be back by 3-something, and I still have hours to kill. And it's too early for second lunch. Although that does sound delicious. Kind of like getting out of this kayak after 45 minutes. sounds pretty delicious. I could just swim in this river. It is hot enough right now. That sun is making it a lot warmer. You know what? That's a good idea. Excuse me for a moment while I rearrange things in my cabin. I want the first time I roll this thing over in a while to be because I was trying to take my wetsuit booties off below deck. So I think what I'm going to do instead, I got one off, but I didn't like the way it felt bouncing on one hip, on my bad hip too. So now I'm paranoid. Ugh. I mean, everything's waterproof, but still, I got loose stuff in the cabin. The kayak here. I think what we'll do is we'll do one of these. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that water is hot. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. My wetsuit booty is hot. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, yeah, it's like putting your feet in a bucket of water. I gotta get my other leg out, though, or I'm gonna be dragging uneven. Nope. 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 Yeah, alright, we'll take the other booty off when we get up by shore. That was nice to cool myself off, but my hips do not feel strong today, and that's where you control your rolling over in a kayak in a sit-in like this. And this frickin' thing ain't helping either. I gotta get this other boot off, though. I can tell how much hotter it is than even my foot. There we go. Alright. I guess I could try just to go as far north. Let's do that to camera again without handling the camera. I suppose I could also go as far north as I wanted. I do still need to stop to put sunscreen on, though. And that, I need a good, decent bank. I would have done it at the docks, but there were people. And I know that is the rowing club's dock. I've used it to stop before to be able to get out and get stuff more safely out of my kayak before, but when they're out there, it's their dock. You know. Those rowing shells aren't cheap either. I wouldn't want them to even have to worry about just seeing a strange person hopping out on their dock. Alright, let's go to the Ballpark side and see if there's anywhere to hop out. Ballpark really needs a marina. Save all the traffic. I don't think I did. Yeah. Trying to think, even if I have a credit card with me, I don't think I brought it. I didn't bring cash because I didn't find my waterproof box. At this point, I could go for a really cold glass of milk and some ice cream. Yeah, we are making this a little longer of a trip by zigzagging. But I need to get out and double check the sunscreen. It's still on my face. The sidewalk is really high compared to the river over here. Probably keep it from flooding. No double bounces. What on earth? Is there a circus over here? What is going on? Is that Carnival Rides? Oh my god, it is. You guys check this out. Okay, that is not what I was expecting. Yeah, not planned. There's a carnival ride next to the river here. Alright, let's look for a landing. That wouldn't make a bad landing, but that also might be poison ivy everywhere in there that I'm seeing. In leaves of 3. Possibly. Doesn't look too bad. That's too short. Let's see, I think there's one more outcrop down here. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there must be a carnival set up over there. Seeing flags and stuff. I'm not seeing other rides. Ooh. Time's it. Yeah, not even 3 yet. Time flies when you're having fun, but when you're kayaking this far, it varies. I'm always excited to get out of the water when I'm done at the end. Definitely nice being in the shade. Okay, yeah, there's the back of the baseball stadium. Oh, well, I don't think I'm... Okay. Didn't realize this has become such bad shape. It's a half decent looking but very muddy spot. We don't want mud. We want to destroy the aquatic vegetation for something like a root or a rock. We are quickly going to get to where I'm not going to have any options. At least until the next park on the right, which is 20 minutes. Here's another one. Okay. be able to get out here. I'm assuming this is still recording. Kind of zoning out and not talking. So, it might be a little montage you just watched there, because I didn't talk for a while. I'm going to say like 15 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, there's going to be nowhere to get out there either. It's all overgrown. They did not put those decks together very well. There might be a spot there. Let's see. We're going to start headed back down river towards the food truck festival. Alright, just turn the corner to where you can see downtown here. And it is still only about, well, it's 4:10. So yeah, that return trip did not take very long. You always come back a lot faster because unless the wind's blowing, which it was blowing a little bit, but the river's also moving enough. It helped me move along, and the sun went behind the clouds for a little bit, which was relieving. Wow, that sun is strong. I'm glad I put on a long sleeve today. And the park looks really nice. The grass cut today. We might go into the lagoon real quick. We'll see how many people are fishing. I don't like getting tangled or making them pull their lines. So we'll come out wider into the middle of the river here and then turn into the lagoon if it's not blocked or too low. Still haven't decided for sure if I'm going to stay down here for Food Truck Fridays. Another 50 minutes. Should have walked to the lagoon. Whatever. Whew. We just took a quick break here at Grand Rapids Riverside Park Lagoon using their accessibility launch for the first time, and take a peek up at Food Truck Friday, see if anybody's here early. It's still 4:30 yet, so. So if you couldn't tell, we decided against staying for Food Truck Friday. And we're starting our walk home because I'm too tired and I need food, which I wasn't going to get at Food Truck Friday. I was just going to show you guys the food.